Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the markup tool on your iPad to write on either a PDF or maybe a screenshot of the worksheet that you have to complete. Right now, I just took a screenshot of the worksheet that I need to do. So I'm in the Photos app, okay? If I am on my iPad, I'm here in Photos, and I have a screenshot of the worksheet that I need to complete. I need to be able to draw on it though. Notice that I have to make a bar graph. So I'm going to hit in the top right corner under battery life, edit. And now this will pop up. In the very top bar, next to the eye, there are the 3 dots, the circle with 3 dots. Click this circle with 3 dots. And here's the option for Markup. That's the app I am looking for. I'm going to now choose Markup. So here is the worksheet that I have to do. Where's my toolbar? There it is. Okay, so I think sometimes if you can't find the toolbar, you just have to click. Once the toolbar arrives, you can move it around. Maybe it's in your way. I'll move it to the top here. So on Markup, there are a number of tools you can use to write, highlight, erase, draw, type information. I'm going to start with the highlighter. The highlighter is the second tool here. In this case, it's red. But I actually want to highlight in yellow, so I'm going to change the color to yellow. If you tap the pen, if I tap the highlighter, it also gives me the option I can make the highlighter bigger or smaller. I'm going to stick with the middle, and I can also make it so that it gets darker or make it see-through. I still want it to be a highlighter, so I'm going to keep it kind of see-through. Now I'm going to highlight the directions in the question. So I can just use my finger and highlight. Like I said, if you want to make it darker, so maybe you want to use it more like a marker than a highlighter, you can do that by sliding this color tool. And then notice that it's kind of really dark now. So if I were to put that over the text, it would be harder to read. But if you need to use a marker, you can use it that way. Let's say I want to erase what I just did. The arrow here allows me to undo what I just did. So I clicked the back arrow. I can also erase what I just did by using this eraser tool. It looks like the eraser top on a pencil, and I can erase. Now I'll show you how to use the pen tool. The pen is the first one in the line. If I click the pen, I can make the pen thicker or thinner. I'm going to keep it in the middle. For the pen, make sure you have this sliding bar all the way to the right. That way it's really dark and it actually looks like a pen. You don't want your pen to be see-through. I'm okay with the blue ink here, and let's say I want to write my name at the top. I can write Miss Phelan. I'm just using my finger here, so it's not very neat. But if I had a stylus, it would be much neater. Okay. The other thing I can do with the pen tool is I can do the work. Let's say I need to graph or I need to draw a picture. In this case, I need to make a bar graph. So for the first bar graph, I'm just going to show you as an example. I can just use my finger and draw right on the screen with the pen tool. I'm making my bar graph with the pen, and then I can color it in. And there's my bar graph. If you want to color it in a little more, you can. You could also make your bar graph with a highlighter maybe. Maybe that case you want to make it dark. I'll practice doing that too. That's kind of more like a marker. So the highlighter can be a little bit thicker. If you need to color something in, you can do it that way. The cool thing that I want to show you here is that there is a ruler that allows you to draw a straight line. So when we are making bar graphs in earth science, it's very important that we end the top of the bar graph on the exact line or number that we need to. So here, if I click this ruler, I will get a ruler to show up on my screen, and I can move it. So let's say I want to make a bar graph that goes up to the number 7 for that quartz. I can take my ruler and line it up at 7, and then if I go back to the pen tool, I can draw a perfect line at the top of my bar. I can then move my ruler, and I can draw another perfectly straight line along the bar graph. I can move my ruler again and draw another perfectly straight line. And then I will get rid of my ruler. So now that's kind of cool because now I have the nice lines drawn straight for me. It's like using a ruler in class. And then all I have to do is color it in. So maybe I'll make my marker a little bit bigger. And now I just have to color in the bar graph to show the bar graph for quartz. Okay, so you can finish coloring that in later. The last important thing that I want to show you on Markup is you can also type. Maybe you don't have a stylus and you want to be able to type your answers on a worksheet. You can do that here. Notice in the toolbar, there's next to the colors is a plus sign. Please hit the plus sign and then you hit text. This will give you a text box. It just appears anywhere. Okay, so you can pick it up and drag it. So let's say I'm going to drag my text bar down to this line where there's a question at the bottom. If I tap the text bar box, it says delete, edit, or duplicate. So I'm going to hit edit, and now I can edit the text box, and I can say, I'm just typing anything. The answer to this question is, okay, I just wanted you to see how I can write or text or type on Markup. And then you can move it all around. So you can type it anywhere, and then you can drag it to where your answer is supposed to go. You can change the text in the toolbar. You can change the font. You can change the size. Okay. Usually the default size is pretty good for worksheets. It should be reasonably sized for your worksheet. Okay guys, that's all for now. Try to get some more practice using Markup as you go along.